Yes, I am rocking the Lady D haircut right now. It's a work in progress. What's up guys, Reese here, and today I'm going to be talking about my most awkward celebrity encounters. Now, this video isn't going to be like one really long story time, it's obviously going to be a bunch of little stories put together, and I haven't met that many celebrities, so there's only a few stories, but I figured I would tell the ones that I do have that were a bit awkward to say the least, so let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to start with one which at the time I wasn't too concerned about it, but then my dad spoke to me about it and I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of weird. And it is Thomas Sanders at VidCon London. Now, I had just met Tana Mongeau, I was feeling great. That Tana Mongeau is another story time in here, by the way. And we'd gone downstairs and we're about to go into the main hall to watch Night of Awesome. And we were getting drinks and he'd walked past and I turned and went, oh, Thomas Sanders. And instead of being a rational human being, going up to him and going, hi, how are you? Loved your vines. Can I have a picture maybe? I turned to him and went, hi! Like, okay, that was an over-exaggeration. I just went, hi! He was just walking along trying to mind his business and he turned like this, but then he did that face, but then went, hi, how are you? And just kept on walking. Then someone else came up to him like a normal person and asked him for a picture. And the only way I realized how awkward it was because at the time in my head I just sort of went hi, like as a fan. But then when my dad spoke to me afterwards, he said, you said it as if he should recognize who you are. And that was the point where I was like, yeah, I can kind of see that now, it's a bit weird. So Thomas, you're not watching this. You were great, you weren't rude or anything, but I was just weird. Next, we're going to be talking about a celebrity who is local to this country, and that is Jack P. Shepherd, aka David Platt from Coronation Street. Now, I did have a video up about this at one point, but I've deleted it now because I just didn't like the video. It was a vlog of, we went to Media City to get like a tour of the BBC studios. We saw like a Dalek, got to sit in the BBC News red room, you know what I mean, red room. And we were leaving and we were meeting with my mum and dad, and I looked out of the glass windows, because if you know what Media City's like, the bit we were in, it's all glass, so you can see through everywhere. I looked out the window and I saw him walking along with his pet dog and someone else. So I saw my sister from across, like, let me lay this out for you, right? Here's me in the glass building, there's like a path here and then there's a bench here. He was walking along the path, my sister was sat on the bench here, I was in here. So I ran out to my sister looking, we were both going, oh my god, it's David from Coronation, it's David Platt, doing all that. And my dad was like, go ask him for a picture, go say hi. And we said, no, we can't, we'll feel bad. So he was like, all right, I'll go up and ask him then. So my dad went up, we're running behind him. This is at this point on the bridge to go back across to where the Coronation Street set is, because that's obviously where he was headed. And my dad ran up to him and went, sorry, can they have a picture? Two very big Coronation Street fans. And we took the picture and it was great. I was like, sorry, I'll put the picture up here. Here we are, looking lovely, and my hair's insane as per usual. And I said, sorry about this. And he was like, no, you're all right. I was like, big fan. And he was like, thank you. And it was only as, oh, it's so embarrassing. It was only as he was walking away and we were saying thank you, we got his dog again, that I realised the person with him wasn't just a person, it was Billy from Coronation Street. But my dad had only asked David Platt for a picture, so I felt so bad. I was like, oh, he's gonna go home now and think that we don't care about him, we only care about David Platt on Coronation Street, but I'm sure he didn't. But either way, David, was great meeting you. Again, I'm saying it like these people are gonna watch this video, they're obviously not. But David, if you ever come across this, it was great meeting you. And Billy, I'm so sorry. that isn't even your real name. I don't even know what Billy's real name is. Oh well. Now, next it is an encounter, but it's not a meeting. It's also another Coronation Street cast member encounter. So, I was at somewhere in Media City. It's the big build, it's some museum. My mum was like, let's go there. And I was like, okay. And we went to this museum. It's the Imperial War Museum, that's what it is. It's next to the set of Coronation Street. So we were there, and as we were leaving in the car, we drove past and we were like, there's Liz and Tony from Coronation Street, obviously. And they were doing a scene. Someone was like, I know, we'll loop back around again. So We've driven past them once. The camera's filming like onto the road so you can see what's coming from behind. We drove past once. My mum turned around, drove past again. She's like, oh, let's just do it one more time. We did it a third time. So we never actually, Coronation Street films, I believe, 6 months in advance, and I never thought 6 months later to go and have a look. But if they use that footage, I'm assuming my mum's little red car is going zoom, 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 back and forth in the background of it, so. There we go. I was in an episode of Coronation Street, technically. Next, we are back at VidCon London with Manny MUA. Now, nothing wrong with the guy personally, it's just, again, me being awkward. I was sat with my friend Saida, who I met at VidCon, who is incredible, and we were sat by a door where all the creators were going in and out. We watched Daz Black go in with his then girlfriend and daughter. We watched him go in, we were watching, who else was there? Just various other YouTubers go in and out, and he walked in and I looked up and went, and I don't know why, but he just stared at me. He didn't like wave back or anything. I went, and you sort of went, and just kept walking. I was like, oh, alright. But I was like, alright, just let it go. He's probably in a rush. Then the next day, I went to a panel that he was doing. I think it was one about online hate. And I said, they were passing around the microphone, and I said something about like, a creator who I watch at the moment is currently going through the whole cancellation thing, talking about Gabby Hanna. And I was thinking, this is what I was saying in the microphone to like Manny and the other people on the panel. I was saying, a creator I watch is currently going through something, and I was like, right, let's see who these people are who are tweeting these things and what they're actually saying. So I went to their account, and on top of each other were tweets saying, kill yourself, you suck, and then underneath were, preach mental health, reach out if you need to talk. So I was just saying how hypocritical it is, and Manny was there like, But yeah, that was a bit of a weird one, but not as awkward as David from Coronation Street. And the final story on this list is my most treasured celebrity experience. It wasn't really awkward, but it was a bit, so I'll just set it out for you. I have the entire video of this, and this is Tana Mongeau in VidCon London. So if you don't know how VidCon London meet and greets, or VidCon at all meet and greets work, basically you'll get a list of creators and you'll rank them from 1 to 10 of who you most want to meet and who you least want to meet, and it'll put you into a lottery and try and get your number one. I got my number one, who was Tana Mongeau. I think I had it Tana, Daz Black, then Jacksepticeye, then I don't remember the rest. Like that, and I got Tana, and I was like, yes, awesome, great. So I was in the line, she comes out 15 minutes late, but it's Tana Mongeau. I expected that queuing up. I was with my friend Saida, who we were just having a great time talking, and she came out and was like meeting people, and then it came to my turn. Now, as Saida left her and I was about to meet her, she was sort of going like that, dancing. You'll see in the video, it's the back end of her dance, not the back end of her, but it's like, it's the end of her like doing a little dance thing. So I awkwardly waddle up to her while she's still dancing, and she just suddenly stops and goes, hey! But in my head I was like, did she expect me to dance as well? Because I would have, but I just didn't get the social cue. There was a lot going through my head, right? Imagine meeting Tana Mongeau. You have to be thinking about, oh, what am I gonna do? So my head was already like that, and I went up to her and I was like, hi! Not like that. But I was like, hi! And she was like, hello, how are you? Well, how do I do her accent? I can't do her accent. But she was like, hey, how are you? How's VidCon? I was like, it's great. And I said, can you sign my book for me? Which I actually have, I'll grab it in a sec. I forgot to grab the book, but I'll be really surprised. Anyways, I've got it here now. So here it is. There's her signature on the VidCon London brochure. So yeah, nice. The VidCon book thing that they give you, and she was like, yeah, sure. But she actually went, shall we take the fucking photo first? Like typical Tana fashion. Not like in a rude way at all, but you know, you just, if you know Tana, you know how she is. She didn't say it in like a, can we take the fucking photo? She didn't say it like that. It was just in a way of saying, let's get a fucking photo. Like, yes. Typical Tana Mongeau. So we got the picture, 2 pictures actually, where she's doing a weird face in one of them and the other one's just her like doing that. I'll put them both on the screen now. And then she signed the thing, and couldn't think about what to say. So the first thing that popped into my head was, I found you years ago through this video. And she was like, whoa, that was so long ago. And I was like, yeah, it was. She was like, well, I hope you have a great VidCon. It was great to meet you. And I was like, thank you, you too. And as we were in the middle of talking, Ashley and Amari, who were her best friends, woke up. She was like, look at these gorgeous people walking up. And I just looked over and was like, oh, Ashley and Amari. Great. So yeah, Tana Mongeau, you were great to meet. You were absolutely fantastic, wonderful. Would like to meet you again, 10 out of 10, would recommend. So yeah, it was great. Then the next day in the expo hall, after she'd done her panel, her, Ashley and Amari went to a section of it. And of course, what would you expect when a creator goes into the expo hall? It got flooded with people. And my dad was like, go ask for another picture. I was like, there's no point, I got one yesterday. I'll let the girl live. And then we just went home. But yeah, that is it for this video of awkward celebrity encounters. Were a lot of them awkward? I don't know, tell me down below. They were to me at least. They may not seem that awkward to you, but to me, living there, I know this will be a thing amongst many of you watching this. When you meet someone that you like and then you think about it later, you think about all the things you could have said and the things you might have done wrong. So that's just, I think, what I'm doing in my head. And yeah, so that's it. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to smash that like button, press subscribe, click the little bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload. I gotta start saying it properly, so you know about another one. So yeah, see you later. Bye.
We're going together. Yeah. Which class are you guys in? Yeah.